Hi guys, you're welcome back to the channel. The name is Kisiwa, and guys, you haven't tried at all because I've been away for like 4 weeks and nobody has checked up on me and nobody misses me, but it's okay. I really did miss everyone out here. I mean, all my subscribers, all my viewers, I really did miss you, and so I'm back again, especially now that we're in July and spring admission is opened and fall will soon open. Fall is just a month or two away, so it's still kind of open. So that is the reason why I'm back on the screens, okay? So as I was away, most of the comments I received was where to start the application process from. Okay, so those who want to further their education outside of their home country, they don't know where to begin and where to start, and that is what today we're going to talk about. So stick and stay and watch the video to an end. Hi friends, my name is Kisiwa and I share content on study abroad and scholarship opportunities and updates on how to migrate abroad. And so if you're interested in such content, please do want to hit on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any opportunity I post on this channel. Also, don't forget to like the video. Now guys, the very first thing you have to consider, or you have to, it should be like here, where you want to move outside for studies is determination. You should be determined that come may what, you are going through this process. Okay, once you are determined, then you should also ask yourself, which country do I want to move in? So you have to kind of research about the country and then the universities available for international students to study in. Okay, so once you are okay with these two sides, you also have to look out for universities that don't require much document in the application process. I mean, looking at the fact that spring is open, and if you want to go, if you want to move outside for the spring semester, you should look out for universities that do not require much document. And in terms of the document, the general documents that you'll be needing to further your studies outside is your certificate of completion. It is not always needed at the beginning stage, especially if you're in your final year or your final semester and you still want to apply and you still want to submit your application to study outside. You might be considered to submit your unofficial transcript. Okay, but generally you have to get your certificate ready, your transcript ready, your letter of motivation or your statement of purpose also ready. You need recommendation letters. You need your international passport, which is very key. You need a language test results depending on the country that you will be moving in. Okay, so Germany, you have to have basic knowledge in the German language. If you're also moving into an English speaking country and you are not from an English speaking country, I mean your home country, English is nowhere what you speak, okay, or you are not taught in English, you should also be looking at writing an English test, an international English test. Aside that, you might also need to submit GRE or GMAT. So talking about GRE or GMAT or any international standardized exam, I recommend Timeline Trust, especially if you're in Ghana. They're going to teach you how to answer the questions and they're going to take you through a series of assessments for you to come out with good results before you go and write the exam. I'll leave a link to their website in the description. Kindly check them out, and they are very disciplined, trust me. And your proposal or your research work, and then your CV. And also with the CV, if you're applying for an opportunity like the DAD EPOR scholarship, you need to submit an Europass CV. I've made an extensive video on that CV, on that kind of CV or that type of CV. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box. You can also check it out. And that EPOR scholarship is still open. You can check it out as well. Okay, so with that said, you have your documents and you know where you're going to. Then the very and most important thing for you to do is to contact the university, and this is where most international students find it difficult to do. Okay, they find it difficult reaching out to the school, but it's very simple. So depending on your program of interest. Let's say you are applying for a master's degree program, you go to your university's web page, then you go to the graduates page. That is, if they have a graduate admissions page or programs available to graduate students, you go to that very page, and then you go to your program of interest. So if you are interested in MBA, if you're interested in accounting, if you're interested in natural science, whatever program you are interested in, click on the program, and it might direct you to the program's website. Now, if you move to the program's website, there will be an email address or a contact number. That is more or less like the person that you will be asking every question concerning the program and the school or the university you're interested in. Okay, so that is what you have to do. Now, for those who are applying for undergraduates, usually they don't have programs page or programs website, and so you can send your questions or any other thing bothering you through the school's admissions email address. So there will be an admissions mail that you can send your questions, or if you have any concern or anything, you can just forward it through that email. So yes, you have contacted the school and you have your documents ready and everything. Then you have to prepare for your application, and the first thing you need in submitting your application is an application fee. Now, most international students don't like to pay application fee. I mean, everybody likes free things, okay? So yes, you can send an email to whatever contact or whoever you're contacting from your program or from the university to ask for an application fee waiver. So an application fee waiver is basically the university taking off the application fee so that you can submit your application for free. So that is application fee waiver. So for those who don't know how to send such emails, I'll leave links to my TikTok and my LinkedIn account in the description. You can check it out. I'll be sending or posting such mails to my socials. Okay, you can have an idea of how your email should be drafted. Most universities also organize webinars, and they give opportunity for students to come on board, ask every question, and in addition they waive application fee for every student who join their webinars. Some universities also don't charge application fee at all. I have most of such universities on my channel. You can go through the videos and you see them there. Okay, so that is how application fee can be waived for you. Now, in terms of the language test and then other tests such as the GRE or the GMAT, whichever contact that you find on your program's page, you can still request for a waiver. So you can send an email to request for an English test waiver, or you can send an email to request for GRE or GMAT waiver. Okay, now back to the application fee. Countries like Canada, they don't waive application fee. They usually don't waive application fee. Okay, so you should bear that in mind. Now, if a college or university is waiving application fee, then it probably might be a private university or private college, and you might not be able to work in Canada after school. So you might not be qualified for a postgraduate work permit after school. So the free things doesn't really apply in Canada like that, okay? Especially the application fee. Okay, so with that said, that is basically all about it. Now, in terms of submitting the application itself, that is you uploading your document or sending your document to the school for the school to notify you that, okay, we have received your document. What you have to do is this. Some people use the wrong route in submitting the application. Okay, so for you to be clear on all of this, what you have to do is to contact the email address. So it's very important. That's the most important thing, as I said earlier, is to make contact. So you reach out to the email address provided and you ask whoever that is in charge, how do I submit my application? Now, a university like the University of Maine, for their MBA program, I've forgotten the lady's name, okay? I'll try and put a name somewhere. I think it's Julian. I'm not too sure. I'll put her name on the screen. Like, this lady is so good. I mean, she took me through how you can register. She'll give you the basis of how you can register for on the portal, that's the application portal, how to submit your document and every other information you need. She even went ahead to give me how many positions, that's graduate assistantship positions that were available. At the time I was making this research, okay, she was able to give me the number of graduate assistantship positions available to international students, and that was so cool. So you need to contact them and they'll give you the right steps to take in submitting your application. So I know some people who submitted the applications and they never heard anything from the school whatsoever. It could be that you didn't go through the right channel or the right steps in submitting your application, okay? So that is why you have to. Now once your application has been sent, you can further ask whoever you are communicating with the time or the period that you should look out for feedback from the university concerning your application, okay? And they'll be so glad to help you with that. So once you're done with this, I'm sure your application has gone through. And one thing I didn't mention is that funding and then scholarship opportunities, which is more like the motivation for international students to go or move outside. Okay, so funding can be a bit of an issue for international students. So with funding also, it's sometimes stated on the website the funding opportunities available to international students. However, it is advisable to reach out to the email address provided, whoever is in charge, to ask how you can apply for scholarships. Some scholarships are automatic. Once you submit your application, you will be considered. Others also have to go through other procedures in submitting application to be considered for scholarship, okay, or graduate assistantship position. So in terms of scholarship as well, you have to go through the route of communicating with your program's director, coordinator, international recruitment officer, or whoever is in charge of admissions in your program of interest. Okay guys, so I believe I've answered all your questions. Well, if I haven't, let me know in the comment section if I left out anything, and I'll try as much as I can to post it or try and do something about it. Probably make a short on it with that particular information. Now I have so many universities on the channel that waive application fee, that waive GRE and GMAT, that accept low CGPA. So please do check it out, okay? Take advantage of the sacrificial works that we have been doing, okay? Just try and take advantage of it. So thank you so much if you've come this far, and let me know in the comment section if there's any other question or if there's any other topic or issue for discussion you want me to. But aside that, I'll be going about with my normal and usual posting updates on scholarship and universities that have opened for international students to submit their application, and also look out for the scholarships available in these universities and colleges. So the name is Kisiwa, and see you in my next video. It's a bye for now.